Hello kids, how are you? I hope you all are good. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, Excel 2016. So we very well know that Excel is a spreadsheet software in which we input our data, various type of data in the form of letters, words into a proper cell which are organized in columns and rows. So in this spreadsheet software we use to organize, manipulate and calculate the data and various features that we'll learn in this chapter today. So let's begin with formula and function, understanding database in Excel 2016, using a form to enter data, sorting data, filtering data, data validation, pivot table. Let's just start the chapter.
Let's create a spreadsheet in Excel 2016. Excel is a spreadsheet program that allows to store, organize and manipulate data. Data can be text, numbers and formulas. The data is entered into cells which are organized into columns and rows. Many people use Excel to keep a budget, use charts and graphs to show data, track sales for a business and much more. Formula and function. Creating an Excel formula. Click on the cell to enter a formula. Type an equal to sign, happy smiley to begin the formula. Type the formula and then press the enter key. The result of the calculation appears in the cell. Editing a formula. Double-click on the cell containing the formula to change. The formula appears in the cell. Excel outlines each cell containing formula with a different color. Press the arrow key to move the flashing insertion point to remove or add characters. To add data where the insertion point flashes on the screen, type the data. To delete the data where insertion point flashes, use backspace or delete key. After making changes to the formula, press the enter key. Function. A function is a predefined formula that performs calculations using specific values in a particular order. Excel includes many common functions that can be used to quickly find the sum, average, count, maximum value and minimum value for a range of cells. Sum function. Select the cell where you want the sum. Type is equal to sum, D3, D8, as an example. Press the enter key from the keyboard. Average function. Select the cell to find the average. Type is equal to average, D3, D9, as an example. Press the enter key from the keyboard. The answer will be displayed in the cell D10. Max function. Select the cell to enter the highest value. Click on Insert Function button from the Formulas tab. When the Insert Function dialog box displayed, click on Max function in the Select a Function box. Click OK button. The Function Arguments dialog box will be displayed. Type the range of numbers in the number 1 box. Click on OK button. Min function. Select the cell to display the lowest number. Click on the Formulas tab. Click on the down arrow of AutoSum button. The AutoSum menu is displayed. Click on Min button in the AutoSum menu. AutoSum immediately attempts to apply the function to the adjacent cells. If you want another range of cells instead of cells selected by AutoSum, click on the first cell and then drag through the last cell. The function in the formula bar and in the cell displays the new range. Click on Enter button. Excel determines the lowest value in the range and displays it in the cell. Formula bar shows the formula. Finding square root. Click in the cell in which the result has to appear. Type is equal to sqrt in the formula bar or in the cell in which you want the result to appear. Click on the Insert Function button. The Function Arguments dialog box appears. Type the value for which you want the square root. Example, 85. Click on OK. The square root appears in the cell. Formula bar displays the formula of square root. Understanding database in Excel 2016. Excel database files make it easy to enter, store and find specific information. Whether it's a personal list of phone numbers, a contact list for an organization, or a collection of coins, Excel 2016 built-in tools help to keep track of data and find specific information. Fields. Fields are typically the columns that are used to define each part of the list in Excel. For example, report cards include subjects, marks, grades. Field names appear at the top of a list. Field names are also called labels. Records. Database entries are called records. Rows are used to enter each database entry for the list of data. Each row represents one record in the database. Tables. A table is an entire database list of information. In Excel, many tables can be created. For example, one table might list customers and their phone numbers, and another might list products, items, and their prices. Form. Data form can be used to enter records into a database list very quickly. A data form is a special dialog box consisting of all the fields in the table. Form fields can be filled to enter a record. Creating a table. Select the cells containing data you want to turn into a database table. Click on Insert tab. Click on Table. The Create Table dialog box opens. By default, the selected range appears here. If the range is not correct, the correct cell references can be selected. Click on the checkbox option to make it on to include header in the table. Click on OK. Excel changes the data into a table and fills the cells of the table with blue shading and displays filter arrows for each field. The Table Tools Design tab also appears on the screen. Using a form to enter data. A data form provides a convenient means to enter or display one complete row of information in a range or table without scrolling horizontally. Using a data form can make data entry easier than moving from column to column when the user has more columns of data that can be viewed on the screen. Use a data form when a simple form of text boxes that list the column headings as labels is sufficient. To add the form button to the ribbon. If necessary, add a column header to each column in the range or table. Excel 2016 uses these. Click a cell in the range or table to which you want to add the form. To add the form button to the Quick Access toolbar, do the following. Click the arrow next to the Quick Access toolbar and then click More Commands. In the Choose Commands from box, click All Commands and then select the Form button in the list. Click Add and click OK. On the Quick Access toolbar, click Form to view it. Adding a new record in a form. Click on the cell 1 and select the Form button on the Quick Access toolbar. The Sheet 1 dialog box appears. It contains the record of the first student in the database. To add a new record, click on the New button. Type the data in the respective fields for the new record. After typing data, press Enter key to add the row to the bottom of the range or table. By clicking on the Find Prev and Find Next button, we can move to the previous or next record. Click on the Close button to close the data form. Searching a record. After typing data, press Enter key to add the row to the bottom of the range or table. Select the Criteria button in the Sheet 1 dialog box. Type the data to search in the appropriate field. Press the Enter key. If the record exists and matches the given value for that field, it will be displayed. Otherwise, the first record will be displayed. Deleting a record. Click on the Form button. In Sheet 1 dialog box, move to the desired record by clicking either on Find Prev button or Find Next button. After selecting it, click on the Delete button. Excel 2016 prompts to confirm the operation. Sorting data. Select the cells in the column to sort by. Select the Data tab on the ribbon, then click the command to sort A to Z or the command to sort Z to A. The worksheet will be sorted by the selected command A to Z or Z to A. Filtering data. Select the Data tab, then click the Filter command. A drop-down arrow will appear in the header cell for each column. Click the drop-down arrow for the column to be filtered. The filter menu will appear. Uncheck the box next to select all to quickly deselect all data. Check the boxes next to the data to be filtered, then click OK. The data will be filtered, temporarily hiding any content that doesn't match the criteria. Data validation. Select the cells to create a rule for. Select Data Tools and then Data Validation. On the Settings tab, under Allow, select an option. Under Data, select a condition. Set the other required values based on what to be chosen for Allow and Data. For example, if between is selected, then select the minimum and maximum values for the cells. Select the Ignore Blank checkbox to ignore blank spaces. To add a title and message for the rule, select the Input Message tab and then type a title and input message. Select the Show Input Message When Cell is Selected checkbox to display the message when the user selects and hovers over the selected cells. Click OK button. Pivot Table. Click any single cell inside the data table. On the Insert tab, in the Tables group, click Pivotable. Create Pivotable dialog box appears. Excel automatically selects the data. The default location for a new pivot table is New Worksheet. Click OK.